Hey, this is Travis, the Uncanny Valley. So I just had an interaction with one neighbor and a near miss with another. So I'm outside doing yard work, and one neighbor comes over, and I'm comfortable with him. He's never. Anyways, I'm comfortable talking with him. So, and it's gonna be, it was about yard work, and I can talk about that pretty comfortably because it's not something where social norms come into play. Like, I know how to move my body, and I know how to speak with whatever cadence I speak with, and the proper amount of eye contact and all that stuff. And not that I feel like I really have to mask, but like it's a more comfortable, it's an easier way to get through situations. Like, even though it's harder, it's easier, if that makes sense. And then not a minute goes by after he walks away, that another neighbor's walking by with their kids, and I know they have a big garden, and I was gonna offer him I have an abundance of fruit bushes, and I was gonna say, hey, feel free to come take some, this is where they're at. But I froze up, and I just smiled and nodded and said hi or whatever. And I was like, why did I freeze up? I knew roughly what I wanted to convey. And then I found myself, I had been scrolling through my Rolodex of interactions that I'd observed, trying to figure out and copy paste little snippets of interactions that I knew I'd observed with happening between allistic people, so that I could have felt like I was comfortable and confident in however I would have presented it. And it's just okay, so that's an area for growth where I could try to stop doing that and just be my authentic self, and maybe be a little awkward, but just be saying it the way that it makes sense to me, and comfortable in that. And yeah, it was just gonna be pretty simple, but I didn't have any confidence in it because I don't feel like I'm anywhere close to understanding what upsets people or what comes off as weird or whatever. So that person's lived in the neighborhood. The other person that was walking by has lived in the neighborhood for 5 years, and I've just always done the hi at most, so it would have been the first time I spoke to them, and it was just too many factors going on at the same time. Yeah, I don't know. Does that make sense to you? How do you deal with things like that? God bless.